Okay, so one thing that is just for all of us to understand, for us as individuals and for us as parents, for us with anyone who cares about the well-being of our general society, is understanding what the attention economics is. And basically what that means is that um, technology is the business model of technology is driven by the accumulation and selling of our data. And the companies who are able to gather the most data can make the most money. So how do they acquire this information about us? It's by grabbing and keeping our attention. So Netflix, for example, is in competition with Facebook and Fortnite and Amazon and Google for our attention. With every click, share, scroll, like, and query, we're giving away a little insight into our thinking. And these become these little data points. Like I like to think of it as like a pixelated picture, right? And the more little pixels that come in, right, the more we come into focus. So every time you're clicking, every time you're scrolling, every time you're slowing down on an ad, every time you're clicking an ad, right? Every time you're searching something, right? It adds just a little more clarity to the picture. Um, so these companies are competing for our attentions, and they do this in several ways with millions of dollars invested in learning how to get and keep our eyeballs on the screen. This also includes like games, right? So games that our kids play, right? They're always trying to get to the next level, right? It's not unlike what happens also, not just through gaming, but through Instagram, right? We're always trying to get more followers, more engagement, more interaction, right? We're trying to get it and they're trying to get it from us. See, so it's like this cycle, right? It's an intermittent sort of reinforcement is one trick that the social media companies use in their algorithms. So for example, sometimes I might post on Instagram and I get 100 views, I get 50 likes, and I get a couple of comments, right? Now, the next time I post, even if it's the same time of day, I have the same number of followers, right? I get 25 views, 5 likes, and 0 comments. So some of this might, of course, be aligned with the kind of content that I put up, right? But sometimes it absolutely has nothing to do with the quality of the content that I've put up. It's actually about how these algorithms work, right? They don't want us to be able to figure out the system and know so much about how they're coming up with these algorithms, right? They want you to keep trying and keep posting more and keep trying to get more engagement and be a little bit out of the loop with how these numbers have come about, right? So, these are like these hidden techniques that they use. That's what keeps us interested. That's what keeps us trying. That's what keeps us posting and scrolling to get more rewards, likes, followers, because we're looking for that next post to get us 200 views and 150 likes and 35 comments, okay? So another way that the tech companies try to get and keep our attention is sort of the continual update and the constant content that is being delivered right into our hands, right? One of the things on YouTube is, for example, the autoplay. So you're watching a video and the next video comes up automatically. So there's zero friction, right? That's what they talk a lot about, frictionless use of technology. So, I can just with an easy click can post something. I can just with an easy click like something. I'm watching a video and the next video comes up that is pretty, they're pretty much sure that it's a video that I'd be interested in. Okay, so I don't have to do anything. I can just sit back and the content just comes at me. This is the same for Facebook, for Instagram. It's even the same for games in a lot of ways. Like they're constantly sending you like sort of new worlds, new levels, new everything, right? To keep you interested. Okay. Um, so um, so that's one thing. And then there's this gamifying of our relationships too. So, in the real world, if you think about what makes a good relationship, somebody that you can count on, somebody that you can trust, somebody who has your best interest at heart, somebody who makes you laugh, somebody who keeps your secret, somebody who you can share your life with, right? But online, right, a good friendship is very different. A good friendship means somebody who's going to click on my content, somebody who's going to comment on my content. Um, it's about the quantity of friends, not the quality of friendships, right? So there's a different valuation online when it comes to our relationships than there is in person. Okay. Um, and we should recognize also that our kids are a little bit more susceptible to this kind of feedback loop of liking each other's content, of following each other and that kind of thing than many adults are, okay? So just like in games, you want to rack up points, accumulate rewards, get to the next level, right? And that's kind of what this feedback loop is, right? The more content you're creating, the more followers you're going to get, the more engagement you're going to have, right? And it's sort of, it's a cycle that keeps going on and on and on.